Happy New Year's, guys. Welcome back to the vlogs.
Welcome back to the Tesla.
New year, new you. Cue the garage.
There she is.
Anyways, Happy New Year's, guys. The Tesla looking good as always.
I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Just, oh man.
Oh, yes, yes. New year, same me, same channel, more Tesla content. So, yeah, real quick, guys, I just want to say we crossed over the 89,000 mile mark. We're at 89,102 miles.
Right to exit 6B, Maryland 28 West, Darnestown.
89,000, guys. Happy New Year. Rolling into the new year with 89,000 miles.
But Happy New Year's, happy 2019. Hopefully I'll have some more half decent content that's semi-interesting that people can comment and enjoy. Yeah, anyways, 89,102 miles. That's we're getting up there. We're almost at the six-figure mark for mileage, and well, I'm loving every second of it. So we are heading back up to Enthusiast Auto Collectors. We're gonna go check it out. I think John said that he has the Audi up on the lift today to look at whatever's throwing that engine light sensor error. Just gonna head up there, hang out at the shop for a little bit, see what's going on, and then yeah, let's roll out. Alright guys, so I'm at Ellicott City Motorsports, and they have these things called Mahindras that look almost exactly like Jeeps, but they're not. So I thought we'd go check them out real quick. So they have 3 pedals with a 5-speed gearbox, it looks like. Very empty. They're kind of like street legal 4x4s. The Speedo only goes up to 60. Pretty sweet though. Very interesting. So street legal cars. It's a 5-speed manual with a turbo diesel engine, and it's kind of like a mini Jeep. I'm assuming that the gearing is really high on those because the top speed is not great, but it seems like they're basically just strictly for like off-roading. So I mean, they're pretty cool. I don't know the cost though. So, whatever. Anyways, onwards and upwards, onwards and offwards, onwards and offwards, upwards, offwards. Anyways, we're heading to the shop, so let's roll. We're literally like 2 minutes away. All right, we were taking the Audi spot from last time because my understanding is it's on the lift.
Yeah, the lift looks good.
Yeah, still getting it all kind of buttoned up and together,
All right, so we're gonna put the Audi up on the lift now.
It's looking good.
put a car on a left, just in case you ever use one. You always want to put out at a spot what's left 2 off the ground and test shake it. You're going to be putting a lot of torque on the car as you're moving it, so just like push the front, push the back, make sure that if I'm under the car, that there's no way that car is going to move. So I'll shake it, just make sure. So this guy, you'll hear a click. There's different levers that the car can, different levels, that this arm has a little bar that will hold the lift on.
So it'll like catch it.
It'll catch it at different spots, correct. And so if I do this, it's just keeping that that little arm from clicking on the different levels as it goes up. It's going to automatically stop when it's all the way at the top, which is about what I want. And I'm going to leave this in place but lower, and once it gets to a point where it's sitting on one of the levels, it'll automatically stop. You'll see that arm probably adjust a little bit. Yep, so now we're sitting on a level. Okay. We're safe to be under the car.
Nice. This is pretty sweet.
So what we're going to be doing directly is, first off, finish taking this out, and that'll give us access to the upper part of the cat up here, which is what we're going to disconnect. And then we've already got this guy loosened right here, which is what we're hearing the leak come from.
Okay.
And we're literally just going to kind of let the cat sit there loosely to allow more air to escape, so we can determine if the cat itself is clogged and choking the exhaust. This one's really well exposed. I can get the 3 bolts right there.
Okay.
So that part's not too bad, but the other one's really tight, so I'm going to take that other one apart.
Now the parts you replaced, you had a guy do like the timing chain and stuff like that.
Yep.
And did I see that you did like RS4 parts in that?
Yeah, so the main thing...
Are those stronger or made differently in any way?
They are made differently. The RS4 was automatically made with stronger parts versus the S4 because the motor itself is a more powerful motor. It's a slightly better design from the standpoint of the timing chains, just from the factory. They updated a lot of stuff when they did that, but also because it's an R model, they put more expensive parts on it. The RS4 guides are metal versus the plastic guides, which is what comes with the S4, and those plastic guides get worn down by the chains.
Gotcha.
That's not the only issue. In addition to the plastic guides getting worn down by the chains, they also have the chain slightly stretch over time, so it's really important to just replace everything at once, guides, chains, and then there's tensioners as well that keep the chains nice and straight. So we've got all that replaced in the back of the motor.
Okay.
And it should be solid now indefinitely because we used RS4 parts.
Gotcha.
Reseal the transmission. You got a new seal going around the transmission.
Okay.
You got a new oil pan gasket seal going around our oil pan here. There's just like a bunch of little stuff that we did.
Yeah.
We cleaned out the oil pickup pipe, which sits in the bottom of the motor. I believe there is 2 of them here, and those oil pickup pipes will sometimes get clogged if they pick up dirty things that are in the oil that come off the motor. So it was really important for us to do that while we had it down apart. So yeah, just lots of little stuff.
So we essentially straight piped the S4. The reason is we basically loosened up the bolts that connect the cats to the headers, and by doing that we're trying to allow more airflow in there to see if that's the reason why the engine sounds like it's getting bogged down when he goes over 3,000 RPM. If that's the case, we might be golden, but we've effectively straight piped the V8. So we're going to start it up here in a second, see how it sounds, and hopefully we don't have as much engine hesitation and what feels like restrictive airflow over 3,000 RPM. Whoa! There we go.
incredible.
Your ears are gonna hate it by the time it's done.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, man. Oh, he wasn't even revving it that much there. Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. Time to give it the beans. 25th anniversary Audi S4. The two-tone seats with the Quattro. This is gonna sound interesting. I always forget about the radio, because if you upload videos to YouTube with music, they do like a copyright thing.
Gosh.
And then, well, it doesn't really matter right now, but when you can actually monetize your videos, if it's copyrighted, you can't monetize it.
It's gonna sound insane. I'm like surprised even at like a low RPM, it's not that loud. Heated seat if you want it. Yep. Turn to this. It already feels more opened up.
Really?
Yeah. Like much less hesitation already.
Yeah.
Oh boy. just feeling that it has less hesitation makes me so much happier already.
That's good. You can hear it like right underneath of us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
You think this is it?
I think the cats are clogged. I'm like not even putting the pedal halfway to the floor and I'm feeling it. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm excited because the last time I drove in a B7 S4, it was a very basic, nothing done to it. So I mean, this one doesn't really have anything done to it.
Yeah.
But it has an intake and it has some other supporting modifications that are opening it up a little bit more. And it's been years and years since I've driven in a B7 that's just been actually running properly.
Okay.
So to see how it actually feels is exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be there. I'm like barely quarter throttle, and the quarter throttle that I'm applying right now is about the same as what full throttle was previously. So I'm excited to see what it feels like because it's a healthy engine and it should be running well.
Yeah.
No hesitation. All right, it's gone. That's it. I gotta get new cats. But that's it. Man, I can't even tell you just how happy that makes me inside because we were probably, before we redid all the timing chains and everything previously, I was like, okay, well that's got to be a big issue, but I bet you anything, in addition to the timing chains and everything else needing to be redone, it was probably also being choked by the cats at the same time previously. So before I redid it, it was also still sluggish and we were running into other issues. We've corrected those other issues and now we know that unfortunately we had to replace the cats, but that should make this car 110%.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. I'm not even giving it full throttle and completely going out, but the power really kicks in between 4,000 to 6,000 RPM in this motor, and so everyone knows that it's notoriously sluggish for having not as much of a powerful feel at the lower RPM. It's not an incredibly powerful car as it is, but you really feel the full 340 horsepower between from between 4,000 to 6,500 RPM, which is
that makes sense.
where this motor is relatively nice.
You got to rev it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really sad to get rid of it once it's 110%. But that's what we do.
Yeah.
Here at EAC. I'm just happy
That
it's
sounds
running.
so wild, though.
It does. It does. I'm just happy it's running right now.
I know, this is fantastic.
Ugh.
Well, seems to fix the problem. Oh, man. Let's just take a second to appreciate the car. Into the garage. Just always setting the garage off. You know how it is. As always, well, I guess not as always. This was the second time I've ever been to John's shop, and anyways, another fantastic time at John's shop. Awesome that we got to see the Audi start up and actually get it running and figuring out what the problem was. So he's gonna order some new cats, get that thing running. But it sounds pretty sweet straight piped. We basically just loosened them up so he could get more airflow. Awesome what they're doing up there. I think it's a sweet setup that he has now, especially with that lift in. I'm excited to see what other cars he gets in there in the future. Honestly, I'd love to take that S4 off his hands. So it's a V8 S4 25th anniversary edition. I believe it's going to go for sale on Bring a Trailer. It sounds phenomenal. They have all the paperwork for the engine work that's been done. He does outsource some of that to people who obviously, you know, are specialized in those things. But he does what he can himself and, you know, works with his connections. But anyways, just want to say thanks again, John, for letting me come and hang out. Check out the S4, hear that thing because it sounds incredible. And well, obviously then we get to enjoy the nice Tesla on the way home because the Tesla's phenomenal, guys. The Tesla's not going anywhere, at least not right now. Maybe it will when like the Roadster comes out. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. So happy New Year, happy 2019, and well, let's see what we have ahead of us. But until then, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys.